So basically, we need this tool, this Python software that we'll be building our software with. Remember, we have what is it called? Can you see the syllabus?
Oh, okay, the syllabus. I should be looking at it.
Am I sharing it?
No, you're not sharing it.
Okay, I'm supposed to be sharing.
You go to the share screen again. It will give you option of share another screen.
Okay, so I need to share the Python. So how many screen can you view the Python syllabus now? So basically we're going to start.
I can only view your Chrome.
Okay. Yeah. You can see my editor.
No.
The application opening, you can see the syllabus.
No, I can't see it.
Okay. Let me resume share. How about now? How about now?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see the syllabus.
Okay, I can see it, yes.
Okay, so basically
Yeah, I can see
it.
Okay,
we are starting with the programming foundation. So we'll be covering this list throughout this month.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm showing
this month, September is already okay, month one.
Month one, basically extending to October, yes. So
okay,
I'm sharing my, you need to go to this link.
Okay.
So go to this link and download the Python software, or do you have it already?
No. The link, let me go there.
So this class is an active class. So the objective is to strain your muscle to get you familiar with the software programming flow.
Yeah.
So
can you send the link to the chat?
Yes, it's sent already.
Okay, send it to the chat.
So download that. Then you need to download the IDE. This IDE, basically, I just downloaded mine. I'm installing it now. Okay.
Ali, I need to understand it.
Yes. Go to this one.
Yeah, I've gone to the link. Yes, I'm there. Click on download Python 3.97. Okay.
Yes, download it. Then.
Okay. Let me clear that.
Is it downloading or is downloaded already?
Yeah, it's downloading now. Downloaded, yeah.
Okay, so
what do I do?
Click it and install.
Uninstall, okay.
Yes. If you encounter any issue, let me know.
Okay, saying it's giving me two options: install now or customize installation. Install now.
No. Before you click install now, is there any other option down that said add Python to path?
Yeah, add Python to path. Yeah.
A check button, right?
Yeah.
Check it.
I should click it. Yeah. Okay.
Then go to the option, choose install now.
Install now. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So once you do that, you have to go to PyCharm.
Okay, still initializing. Did it give me authority to share my screen too?
No. You're not sharing your screen. If you have issue, you can share your screen, but not now.
Okay.
So once it's done, let me know so you can download this software. So basically, this is an IDE. In programming, we have what we call developer environments. So what do we mean by developer environments? Something like this. It allows you to write your code. Code means the syntax, the programming jargons that you write in the software. They are the stuff that make up a software. So this IDE is what we use. We have different IDEs. We have VS Code, we have Sublime Text, we have Visual Studio, we have Notepad, we have plenty of them. So basically, we use PyCharm for Python. We use Jupyter Notebook, but this is the one we are using for this class. So if I should choose create now, what it's doing is it's going to
digital notebook. You can use it for Python too.
Jupyter Notebook. Do you have that?
We can also use digital notebook for Python. Okay. They said setup was successful. What do I do?
Now you go and download this. So do you know what you just downloaded now?
Python.
Yes, that's the software.
Yes, that's the software. So to make the IDE, that's the PyCharm.
Yes. So let me send.
So how do I go to the PyCharm?
Let me send the link now.
Okay, good.
Sent to the chat.
Yeah, seen. Okay.
So you download. No, now I'll show you the one. This is the one you will download. We have two versions. We have the professional. Basically, if you are working as a Python software developer.
Okay. Which one I should download? Okay, the first one.
No.
Okay.
Download this.
Community. That's the one on black. The one in black
free.
link.
Yes, it's free. This one.
Black link. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this one is free. It can last us throughout the class. This one is for this professional is for those that are working with Python already. So this one you pay monthly. You pay a token monthly to use this.
Oh wow! So how much they pay
for this?
Monthly, yeah.
That's a price. You go to price. You go to price. You pay. This is what you pay per year.
Let me see. Okay, in dollar, $199.
Yes, per year.
Okay.
On the second
so
year,
that one costs this one. Okay, the second year will be very lesser.
Yes.
Third year lesser, so it keeps going less.
Yes.
Wow. So what about this $649?
Basically, this one has more than Python tools.
Okay, more than PyCharm. 10 IDs.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Okay, PyCharm is downloaded. I should click on it and install.
Yes. Okay. So once you get to this page, okay, before you should just install first. Okay. It will take some time, so let me keep continue my explanation.
Okay, it has okay, space required 1 gig, space available. Okay, so I should click next, right?
Yes.
They say then they said create desktop shortcuts.
That's good.
Which one should I click? They said PyCharm community, add open folder as project and .py.
Add what?
They said this side after the installation side said create desktop shortcuts. PyCharm community edition, add open folder as project.py or add bin folder to the path.
Choose bin folder to the path.
Add bin folder to the path. Okay. JetBrains, have you?
Yes.
JetBrains. I don't need to change it. JetBrains.
Continue. Don't change anything.
Okay. Yeah, it's installing. So I should come back to you. Yeah.
So our programming foundation. So basically, in the world of programming, where we actually tell computer what to do. That's what we do as a programmer. So we actually, what we do is you build a program. When I mean program now, I'm talking of software. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah, so we build that software to suit a particular need. So a particular need might be, I want to build a web application. I want to build something like a Zoom portal, a Zoom. I want to build a software like a software video conferencing. I want to build something that
This is dragging network.
okay. I can see now showing a table. Is it coming up now?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically as a programmer, you program software to suit a particular need.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. So what are the foundations we need? We need to know what we call programming languages. Hmm? We
Mm-hmm.
need to know how the computer relates with programming languages. So we need to know what are the things that make up a computer program. What are the tools? What are the factors? What are the jargons? So, and then we need to develop our logic. What I mean by logic now is the real way, the truthfulness of how things are meant to be. Do you understand? So,
Yeah.
the truthfulness of how events are meant to be. If I'm to program a software to tell me that I need to wake up at 8 a.m. to go to my office, to alarm, to do anything for me, then I need to write the code with a particular logic. I need to develop the code in a way that it is logical. Hmm? So the
Mm.
truthfulness of your code, then the truthfulness of your code will determine how the program will flow. So logic there means when you build solutions, you build it in a logical manner that flow with the business. With the by business
Okay.
now I mean with the way things are in the real world. So
Okay. Yeah.
so to do that, that's why we are taking this course. Python is one of the programming languages we have out there. We have Java, we have PHP, we have C++, we have C,
Okay.
we have JavaScript. So these
Mm.
languages are what we call programming languages. They are
Yeah.
languages of computer. Now,
Okay.
see this English I wrote, the English written on this PDF now. They are
Yeah.
human language. Now, computer
Okay.
does not. Okay, what's that?
Understand. Yeah, okay. 'Cause I was going to ask that all those examples you listed, Python, Java, this and
Yes.
all that, and do they all do the same thing? Is there any reason why someone will use Java instead of Python for an application?
So basically, when we talk of programming tools now, each tools have their own unique features, but fundamentally they do the same thing. I can
Okay.
build this PDF with PHP. I can also build it with Python. I can also
Okay.
build it with Java, this
Java.
PDF
Okay.
that you're saying.
So they do the
However,
same thing but different.
however, the unique feature
Okay.
there is it is better for me to build a web portal with PHP than Java.
Okay.
And it is also better to do my data analysis with Python than using PHP.
Wow. Is
So
there a
that is,
reason?
yes, that is the unique difference in the features of those languages. So once you know their unique features, you know the right one to choose for a particular problem. You know how suitable it is. Python is more suitable for data analysis than PHP or Java.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
So you now know the difference now. So they are basically the same programming languages. We use them to build Python. The time it will take for you to build a web application with PHP is so minimal compared to the time it will take you to build it with Java.
Okay.
So that's why.
Oh, it's just the timing that
Yes,
differ.
the timing and the requirements
Is
gets
it the
larger.
running time or the code time?
Not code time, not run time. We've not got into that. Not anything
Okay.
coding. The features of the program. This Python software program has a particular flow that is different from PHP and Java. So those flow make them different for a particular problem.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's that.
The flow. Good.
Yes, the
Okay.
structure, the program structure, the software structure. Python is an interpreted language. Java is a compiled language.
Okay.
So the structure are totally different. So those
Awesome.
are the things you have to factor in when you are given a business specifications, user a URS. What I mean by URS now, I mean user requirement specification. When you are given such
Okay.
thing, you have to factor in those things before you start your software development process.
Okay. User requirement specification.
Yes,
What is URL? URL is also user requirements. What?
we'll get there. It's not user requirement, it's a uniform resource locator.
Okay.
This
User
is
resource
what this is
locator.
what we
Okay.
call URL.
Yeah. Good.
Yes. So when you have something like this, you're actually telling your browser to locate Zoom resource. This is a resource.
Yeah.
So and it's
Okay.
showing it to you. So that's why you call it a resource locator URL. So we'll get
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
We'll get
Yeah.
there. So are you
Cool.
is the PyCharm downloaded already? So I want
Yeah.
you to
Let me
follow
check it.
along with
Yes,
me here.
it's downloaded. Let
So
me click finish. Right.
yes.
It said I should reboot now. I want to manually reboot later. I should pick later, Abi.
Okay, you can choose later.
Yeah, so finish.
So you've seen this page?
Oh, okay. Ah, how's the PyCharm? Okay. So I have to just click on the PyCharm again. Let me locate it. The page is on. Oh,
Yes, just locate it and open it.
okay. PyCharm. Okay. It's saying data sharing, send, don't send, send anonymous statistics.
Click don't send.
Okay. Yeah. Should I click on new project, open, get from VCS? Which one?
Okay, new project.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that page that you're showing me. I've seen the
So
page.
click next.
Okay, saying create, create.
Okay, can choose create.
Creating virtual environment. Next tip, Abby.
Just close the tip.
Okay, I just close the tip. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me see yours. Okay, you can stop sharing this syllabus so I can see the main screen.
You can see my editor.
No. Remove the syllabus.
You can see my editor. What about the Chrome?
I can only see the Python syllabus. Okay, I can see the Chrome now.
What about the editor?
No. I can't see it.
Oh, you should be able to see the editor.
I'll go to the share screen again.
Oh, I wasn't sharing the editor. How about now?
Not yet. Okay, yes, now.
Okay, so what's the page you are on your editor?
Yeah, for this my editor, it didn't just bring hello world. Okay, he said, okay, should
What's
I
it,
share the screen? Let me share the screen
what's it
with you.
showing? Don't share it. What's it showing?
It's showing this is a simple like this is a simple Python script, press shift plus F10,
Yes. So
print.
what this is what you will do. You clear everything until number one. Can you see
Okay,
my screen?
clear. Oh, yes, I can see your screen.
So
Okay.
it's basically the same thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this our first Python program. If you have this, congratulations, you've successfully installed
Okay.
a program. You successfully installed Python. You need to run it. So if you can see run it. So when you click that build.in, this play.in, it runs your program. This is the output here. You can
Okay.
adjust and exist. So what you see here is the response of the condition of the program you run. So this is the part of the script. This main.py is actually in this folder. Hmm?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Main.py.
So
Okay.
this is the software that is running main.py. So what is
Okay.
this software doing? Now, basically, if you look at our syllabus, we are doing Python. Now, Python is a computer language, and what it does is it sends some information to computer, and computer receives those information. Computer processes those information, and then computer gives us a response, an output based on what Python gives it. Now, what you're seeing here is a response from your system at this part.
Okay.
Now, why am I explaining this? Now, computer does not understand this language, this English hello world.
Okay.
Computer only understands ones and zero, ones and zero, on
Okay.
and off. As we off the current, we on basically gates, gates of numbers, strings of numbers, a binary digit. So computer understand binary digits. You understand?
Hmm.
So basically, the work of Python is to interpret this English that we wrote as human language. It will interpret it into a low level language, ones and zeros, that the
Okay.
computer understand.
Yeah.
So we have some languages that are closer to computer in terms of we call them lower level language. Python is a high level language programming language. High level language is in the sense that it's closer to human. The more closer the
Okay.
language to human language, you call them, the higher they are. So assembly
Hmm.
language is more closer to computer. So we call it a more lower level language. So also
Hmm.
C. So also we have C, we have other languages like that. So basically, these ones and zeros are what is happening under the hood that Python is abstracting for us. So we don't need to know anything
Okay.
about this. We have passed
All
that
right.
age. What we
Hmm.
want now is this. I want
All
to
right.
write something to build a product that does something for me, that does anything for me, anything I want, any business problem I want to solve. I need something that could build it for me. So that's the word of that's the world of software development. Anything I want to build, I need the computer solutions that could help me factor in everything. So basically, we are starting with print. Print basically is to tell Python to output something. So anytime you want to output something to the screen here, you use print.
Okay.
That's what you do. So,
All right.
eh?
Yes. All right.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
So which of them? Where am I now?
You're on number 5.
What about my editor?
Oh, you're on Zoom. You're on Chrome now.
Okay, so Python data types. So basically, you can come here and check the data types we have for Python when you have time. You can check this documentation is documentation that you don't have to memorize. You just need to know the concept. We use them when we are developing any project. You don't have to memorize everything. As a developer, you need to understand concepts. So data type. So we'll start with that. So basically, what do we mean by data type? Now, can you see my Python?
Yes, I can see it now.
So what do we mean by data type? Now, in the real world, we have information around us. Basically, all the things we see in our surrounding, they are some sort of information. We have cars, we have laptops, we have phones, we have buildings, we have libraries, we have schools, we have books, we have phone number digits, we have house addresses, we have uh, computer IPs. So basically, these data, these source of information are what we call data. Now they are characterized on a particular type. That's why we have data type. Some data are in form of number.
Yeah.
Some data are in form of text. Some data are in form of what other data do you know? If you have a number, if you have text.
Text. Pictures. No.
Images.
Images. Yeah.
Yeah. Data in terms of
So that's it again.
so
Basically, those are the 3.
so we can have complex data. So what do we mean by complex data? Complex data are collection of different types of data. You understand?
Okay.
So how do we represent this to computer? That's why we have data type.
Wow. Okay, I can hear you. Yeah, go on.
So basically, data type are this. So do you understand the explanation I gave you about data?
Yes.
Yes.
I got it.
So because we need to represent those real world data, then we have something like this. So if you have a text in the real world, this is how you represent it in Python. String. So you are going to say.
Can you go back to that?
Wait. You are going to say my string equals some text here. So basically, what you are seeing here is what? A string is what we call a string. What do we mean by a string in computer programming? A string is just a list of characters stored in a particular quotes. Now you
List
can see
of characters stored in a particular
quotes, a collection of characters wrapped in a quote, something like this.
Okay, wrapped in a quote. Okay, in a bracket or parenthesis. I mean, or you call it quotes in your terminologies.
It is called basically this is what we call is a double quote. we can have a single quote string too, something like this. You understand? So they do the same thing. If you have single or double, they are all string.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So basically, when you have something like this, you are telling the computer to handle the data as a string. So let me show you my code. This is a string. We have integer, float. Now, the difference between integer and float is a string of number. You know, integer is a string of just a number, 1, 2, 3, a positive number greater than 0. Now, or a negative number, a digit number with no decimal, a whole number. That's what we by integer in computer. Now, float is a decimal number. Now, some languages use double decimal. So the Python is using float. And we have a complex number. If I say complex, I believe you know now the I and J.
Okay, you said the float is the decimal, right?
Yes, when you have 2.0, 2. So
yeah,
this
complex number, that's I and J.
so this is example of floats.
I.
This is example of. I'm sharing
Complex.
this link to you.
Okay.
Eh?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So you can see float here. You can see complex number.
Yes, I can
Now,
see it.
so this is how you represent. So before that, I need to explain something. Before I explain this data type, I need to let you know what we call variables. Or let me start with syntax. We have covered all this one, getting started, stuff, syntax. So what do we mean by syntax? Now, syntax are basically the way a program is structured. You know, we have English language, we have verb, we have noun, adjective. Now,
Okay.
Now, when we are talking of syntax now, it's just the structure of your text. For instance, now I won't have something like this. I won't have something like this in programming.
Okay.
I can't have something like this. Very wrong.
Yeah.
Very wrong. And I cannot also have something like this. Something like this list.
Yeah.
Very wrong. Very wrong. So syntax is the flow you have to follow based on the way the program is structured, the software is structured. So that's what we call syntax. So now, basically, we have something we call syntax. So that's that about syntax. Now we now have what we call variable. What do we mean by variable? Variable is something from the name. It means something that can change.
Change.
Imagine I said this my string. I said it to be a string, right? I can also say, no, this my string should not be a string again, it should be a text. You can see that it has changed. You can see it has changed.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so basically, that's what we call variable. So you can see it from here. Variable is to store value. So when you assign a value to a particular variable, in mathematics we use variable, you know. So when you do that, it's basically the same thing as the way we refer it to in mathematics. So a variable has been assigned John. A variable has been X variable has been assigned 5.
Okay.
Understand? So that's what we do by variable. So basically, if you look at this now, basically what this is doing is putting all the variables. It changed. X is 4 initially. If you don't have something like this, X, if you run this program, X would be 4.
Yeah.
But now, basically, when you see this hash, it means comment.
It means
Comment. What do we mean by comment? Comment is something we do that allow us to document our code. If I build a code and I said this code sends mail, this function sends email to users, you can see computer will not run this program. We will see this sentence as a comment. So anybody that is reading the code under this comment, we know that the function of the code is to send email to people. You understand?
Okay.
That is
Yeah.
why we have comments. So when time you want
Okay.
to write comment, you use this, or you use a multi-line. What do we mean by multi-line? Is something we do. So a multi-line allows you to code multiple. So basically, this variable has been assigned to Sally. So if you run it, it should be Sally now. You can see the variable has been changed. So it's no more 4. So that's what variable does. So how do you now? You can see different types of variable.
Okay. The variable. The
Yes,
variable.
yes. Double
Must
quote.
be okay. Wait. How do I know something is variable when I see an equation sign?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Variable names. It can be. I can be variable. I can say knet equals 12. So basically, if I should print knet, it should give me
Prof.
this 12. So you can see it can be anything.
Okay.
You get now. So basically, in real world, we use it to represent a descriptive properties of something. Let's say I'm building a web application now. I have to make my variables descriptive. So I won't be using X or Y in my code. I'll be using something that is logical, something that makes sense. Name, this one can be name, John. Some people use underscore is allowed. You don't need to store this in your head. You just need to understand the concept. So this is a variable representation. What do we mean by camel case? If I write my school is school, you can see the way I name the variable. For every word that comes after the first word, I use an uppercase to begin it. So that's what we call camel case. The purpose of this is to allow your code to be readable. When you're writing 1,000 lines of code in the future, right? Once the reader of the code sees this, they know what to do. Now it could be Pascal case where you maintain all the first, and it could be snake case. So that's that about variable. So the next thing I've talked about comments. I've talked about comments where you use hash. And I've talked about multi-line comments. So basically you use hash, these multi-line comments. So data types, and we've talked about numerical. So this is what I want you to do. So my assignment will be you should print out your task will be, so that will be tomorrow. You have to be here. So print out the variables, print out your daily activities and store them in a variable. So that will be your first task. So what I mean by print now is I want to see it here.
Okay.
So that will be your task for today. Were you able to run this program? Did you get what I'm getting?
Yeah. I'm using one system, so I was just looking at what you were doing.
Yes. Did you run it?
Run?
It
Yeah,
doesn't affect. Run.
He's on it.
Did you get the response or you got error? You need to let me know. That's when I know that you're actually hands-on.
No, you don't get what I'm saying. I'm using one system, so I'm watching what you are doing since.
Okay. Try to run it.
Okay. So
Run
put out
your
your
name
daily activity.
or try hello
Okay.
world. So this one will
Okay.
be
Hello world.
tomorrow's task. This is what you will submit
Okay, I
tomorrow.
should do the hello world and share the screen with you.
No, just see. Let me know the response. This one is what you show me tomorrow.
Okay.
But the one I say you should run the hello world and show me. Did you and tell me if you get hello world? So tomorrow we'll be talking about list, tuple, and range. Why do we need all this kind of data type? We've talked about two categories of data type, numeric and text. So tomorrow we should be talking about this data type.
Okay. It went. The hello world. It went.
So I think I'm going to pause sharing now.
Hold on. Yeah. Do you give room for questions?
Yes, that's the question
Uh,
time now.
yeah, I think and okay, some and comments. I don't know. Could we kind of run at a specific pace? Because say I'm new to this thing.